Right, exercise 102.9. Question 9, sorry. The 4 points ABCD form a square. A, B, C, and D were given, and a circle passes through all the points. So we're asked to calculate the perimeter of the square and calculate the radius of the circle. So first thing I'm going to do is actually draw this thing. Um, so I'm going to try and do it. I'm not using a grid, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. So A is 1 comma 1, so I'll say that's a 1. That's a 1. This point is going to be an A. And I'll put 1 comma 1 there, 1 comma 1. There we are. B is 6 along 3, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 up. So 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be B. That's 6 comma 3. So that's my B point. Okay, C is 4 comma 8, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is not going to be very good. It's right in the middle of the writing there. 4 comma 8. And we've got D, which is -1, which starts there, and up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as good as we get. All right, so -1 comma 6, and we'll call that D. All right, so let's draw this up. So we've got a square. You can see the square's forming already as I join up these points. So there's my square of sorts. Now we can go ahead and we can find the distance from here to here. Now we can do this in a very, very simple way. Obviously, we can just use Pythag. We can say, well, this is what's that, 5 along, and this is 1, 2 up. So a squared is going to be 5 squared plus 2 squared is going to be 25 plus 4, which is going to be 29, root 29. So you can just do it like that, or we can use the D formula. I'm going to use the distance formula. So D is going to equal the square root of, now the difference between the two A's, so I'm just going to go x1 minus x2 squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared, a little bit longer, equals, let's have a look. It doesn't matter which way. Oh, actually, I'm going to go d2 minus d1. So I've got the same way around for both of them. It doesn't matter, by the way, if I got these two the wrong way and these two the wrong way around, it would still work because the distance from here to here is precisely the same as the distance from here to here. It doesn't matter. All right, so let's have a look at the square root of. So we've got x1. Well, I'm going to throw in some numbers here. So I'm going to call, by the way, a is 1 comma 1. And I'm going to call this x1 and this y1, and then it's got b, which is going to be equals 6 comma 3. And I'm going to call this x2 and this y2. So let's throw those in. So we've got a 6 minus 1 all squared plus the y's. We've got a 3 minus 1 all squared. So I've got 6 minus 1 is 5, and it's going to be 5 squared, plus 3 minus 1 is 2 squared, is equal to, that's going to give us 25 plus 4, which is going to give us root 29. So we could have done exactly the same thing, as I said, but 5 squared and 2 squared, 4 squared, 5 and 29. So actually probably quicker to use some kind of basic Pythag thing, but if you use the distance formula, you land in the same place. All right, so it's root 29. Now that's the distance of one side. So therefore, perimeter must equal 4 times that, equals 4 times root 29, or just 4 root 29, and that 4 root 29, I'll just work it out on the calculator. Here we go. 4 times root 29 is going to equal 21.54. So I'll put 21.5 units, and I'll put here, this is going to be 3SF, 3 significant figures. So there is the perimeter. Now we need to find the radius of the circle. So let's draw a circle. Here's the circle, nice and simple. That's a terrible circle. But we do know the radius, or the diameter rather, is going to be from one diagonal to the next. So we could say that the distance from here to here, and I'll use D again, D is equal to root, in this case I'm going to use D, D is equal to negative 1 comma 6. I'm going to call that x1 and this y1. And we've got B, which is equal to 6 comma 3. I'm going to call that x2 and this y2. So let's throw those in. So I've got x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. So D is equal to the square root of, well, x2 is 6 minus x1 is minus 1, all squared, plus y2 is going to be 3 minus y1, which is going to be 6, all squared again. All right, let's see what we got. 6 minus minus 1 is 7. 7 squared is 49, plus, well, 3 minus 6 is negative 3. Squared is going to be 9. And we've got 48 and 59 is going to be root 58. So root 58, what we want to do is we want to find out, first of all, what that is. So here it is. We're going to go root 58. Now we're going to divide that by 2, which would give us the radius, which is going to be 3.8. Well, let's go 3.81, and then we can do 3 significant figures. So I'm going to say, therefore, radius equals root 58 on 2 equals, and I've got, what did I get here? 3.8, 3.81, and I've got units 3SF. And there is my answer.